Still everybody alive. And everybody with a full head of health. Finally, contact made. And as they funnel in to this ramp crossfire, it's easy pickings for the CTs. Flank coming in to try and crunch, but Hampus does fight his way out. It's the only kill this with a 1v4. 25 seconds. Desperately doesn't want to be dying after time, so he will just throw himself at it. And 9 will get it over the line. It would be good, but low expectations for it. Hampus, great start. Okay, hang on a minute. Only the upgrade into the MP9, but finding the kill without too much damage inflicted. Kragan and Favon around against Glocks, thinking this would be their opportunity to farm cash. So far, it's been anything but that. As the Glocks overwhelm again, Kragan's going to swap out to the SMG. Wants that money, he's hungry for it, but needs to be careful. It's a 3v3, and Rainwaker has got Star holding outside, expecting somebody to try and rotate through Secret. Not going to be the case. Favon comes up from the rafters, and yeah, this is not a round that 500 will win, but 2 kills at a bomb plant is absolutely nothing to grumble about. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. Vol, oh my, lines up 2. This is ridiculous. Not like this. 500. Molly goes down on the C4. I think that's going to seal the deal. Kragan doesn't even have a kit. He taps it. He forces out the Glock, but Red Star, it doesn't matter at all whether or not he finds the kill, because the round will go their way. Kragan will go down with... Big kill Favon. Insta-trade back by Red Star. Sack with a decent pick. Gret as well, so you don't even have to worry about someone coming up the vents. Hampus, the next couple of moments will clear things out. Red Star's going to spot both coming up towards Mini, and him and Volt will deal with them kindly. 15.
Terrorists win.
So with a nice opening. Red Star catches the timing as he comes through the squeaky door. Rouse looking the wrong way. No support from the site because Fuzi is baiting with the Deagle. He has managed to find one. And what a bit of space for Kragan to rock up and get a double. Red Star will eventually trade it back, puts it into a 2v2. Favon's only got a 5-7 and HE should do some good damage. That is a slam dunk. Almost max damage with the grenade. The 5-7 connects for the head. Hampus, in hindsight, needed to just get down that ladder. Wanted to fight, though. Leaves a 1v1 for Red Star. Taps in the digits, just slips through the squeaky door in time, closes it behind him. Favor making a lot of noise. Taps the bomb, doesn't have a kit. Red Star should have a decent idea of this. Wouldn't have a 5-7 and a defuse kit, so won't even open the door. He'll call his bluff. Balls a steal from the Bulgarian and sees the head. Oh no! Oh, it's so awkward! But Favon whiffs! Doesn't even connect to C. Start waking up here. Give us a little bit more. Otherwise, this goes sour real quick. Nice shot, Volt. Rouse down the ladder in the vents. He's made a lot of noise. Orpa won't connect, but it doesn't matter. It's all just a bait for Rainwaker to come in from behind. Somehow Boar's back down to a 2v2. There's 20 seconds on this clock. They need to speed this up, and they just don't. Yeah, it feels a little without one to contest it. Still feeling pretty confident. Hampus has just found a double. There you go. The slow burner up in heaven. Kragan will come up the ladder. Messy spray, but still converts. Keeps this round plausible for the 9 boys. They've given up the A site in the process and having a play in front of the molly. Oh my god, Kragan. Okay. Balls are steel. And wake up. Well, in the meantime, can't quite make it too. Rouse converts the trade. Fuzi with another. Now 9 have got a bit of leverage. Hampus can't win this fight. That's where things get problematic. Faven's going to come out on top. Molly onto the bomb site. Not going to flush out Faven at all. He can just stay tucked. Find some time for the rotate. Still wants to take the gunfights, though. There's just no remaining util to get him out of there. HG and Molly do a lot of favors. It doesn't happen. Faven Waker. Felt like it landed pretty close. Either way, Volt going outside. Sees the secret man. Pops his head clean off his shoulders. Kragan now leaves a gap. And a gap that Fuzi has to close. The defender here towards ramp. Rainwaker doubles up out of the squeaky door. That's going to be the cue to get back into lobby and through to this A site. It's a nice kill from CJOT, but traded instantly. Fuzi will delay them getting out, but can't stick around at all. Doesn't fire fast enough. Volt, oh god. Doesn't expect Fuzi to wrap around that quickly. So 3 kills for Cirque to have moved to. So many angles to clear. You do have to be worried. Fuzi starts pre-firing, but Cirque is on the right off angle just to catch him as to the bomb. They're just going to sit in control. They've allowed 500 to rotate down. They've got all the space in lobby. And they pretty much run the round on a coin toss. A 50-50. The scrappy gunfights in the close corridor between 3. And they split even right down the middle. 2v2. Faven needs the heads. And it's traded right back. Volt should have a slight advantage in this. Get into heaven. He'll tap in these digits. Volt will realize quick enough that he can get up the ladder whilst Fuzi's planting. Nobody's firing yet. Now Fuzi will take the contact. Volt knows he's got to be the one to initiate. He's got to be the one to start working forward, and he does exactly that. 3 kills. Decent little early trade. Red Star manages to catch on back through the smoke with the MP9. It's an important... Star still firing. Oh, Volt. Yeah, needed that. If he finds that kill, goes 2v2. Feels very winnable. Now you've left Red Star in a near impossible scenario, but I've seen him pull off rounds like this in the past. Does he check his right? The answer's surely no. Surely no. With the door open, yeah, he's going to walk right into Kragan. It's perfect timing. Perfect bit of position. His way forward. CJOT takes the contact. Lots of damage dealt. Aware that Rainwaker's behind. Takes a dink before finishing him. So, down for 500. Also got pieces in place. Itchy will fall on deaf ears. Red Star's found one. A 4v4, and it's not even a low HP, man. CJOT still alive and kicking. Kragan onto Hampus. Oh, just looking for a timing. Red Star still going. This guy's an absolute beast. Cirque in the meantime will drop. Flashbang's good. And Kragan lucky to still be alive there. Ends up with a triple. All onto the shoulders of Volt. 1v3. Seen some great clutches out of him so far this game. And he might be able to get the drop onto the man in heaven, even on the ladder with the inaccuracy. 1 bullet's all that's needed onto CJOT. And there it is. Straight into the noggin. AK recovered, 1v2. Knows that Kragan's fairly low as well. Just doesn't check below him. Oh no, Kragan's run out of bullets. Volt might be able to split this into 2 1v1s, and he will. Kragan with a Glock out. Volt switch to the 5.7. It's a pistol round, and Volt gets it over the line. That is a ridiculous clutch. 50 seconds left, and I just don't know what 9 are doing here. They've given up so much map control. Ends up getting crunched from ramp. Giving Kragan the space, but they're well aware of it. Holding hell. Cirque and Rainwaker. Dynamic duo pulling off a double. Fuzi would trade it back. Finds himself 2, but down to 3 HP. Oh god. Straight into the waiting arms of Hampus. Nice and patient. Leaves it onto CJOT. He's going to try and stay alive here. He will be able to, but I wonder what that does to the money. Yeah, he's got $0. I add so. You know, I think HLTV ranking, they're like 120th or something, but they're definitely not a 120th team. So I don't think it's completely fair to... Oh. Yeah, this one is looking a little bit dead in the water. Seems like 9 have found a little bit of room to get down onto this lower site. That 500 could make a mistake and fumble this. Maybe a bad time to do so. Rouse. Oh, his head around the corner. In for the first, follows up for a second as well. They can't trade him. His teammate's fallen in the meantime, though. Rouse just running down this timer, lands another. Running out of bullets, has to get out of there. Oh my goodness, the movement, all of it is brilliant. How does he escape? Volt gets the HE and knows he just needs to get on the defuse, and Rouse ends up with an insane clutch at an insane time. Hampus up on top of the box, does find first blood onto Crag, and Fuzi scared by the foot for a second there. Oh. What's what? Oh no! Oh man. Serco's ready. Circ doubles up. Molly to convert, and Faven left with a 1v4. He's left alone. Big kill. Nothing more. 12 for 500 and 5 chances. Yeah, the ranking is so low. That is something that we'll definitely see for 500. If they're able to convert this series, they're certainly set to win a lot more points than 9 are. 9 are set to lose a lot more than they would gain. It looks like the line's going to be drawn in the sand. 250. We've seen some magic out of him in recent rounds. Maybe time to shine again. Nice reaction from Fuzi. Red Star's just there for the trade. Super slow, super patient. And that's what wins the race, slow and steady. Right, now, going into this second map, it's their pick. You expect some of those patches to be filled. As we go into the pistol, Rainwaker and Circ overrun on short. They doubled it up, but there's only 2 on the site. So, 3-man rotation. I mean, I'll give it a go. It's a pistol round. There's not a lot to lose, but yeah, one of the big problems, Faven. Could have been picked off to the side of the head by Red Star instead. Sort of lets his teammate die, then takes an awkward fight. This is all getting a little bit scrappy. In pursuit of saving these pistols, they might actually lose the Kevlar that they're set to stay holding. Campus. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Surely not. Surely not. Again. 500. Pulling it off with the 5.7s. Hampus ends up with 2. Banana. Then they get bombarded by the late util. And they're just low on health and didn't really know what to do with that. C-shot. Lovely drive-by kill. Desert Eagle will wipe out the rifle. The Galil recovered. Maybe a chance to do something with it. Hampus has tucked himself in the corner, but I think he might have been seen. But it's all a bait and switch as Red Star's there to save his life. Hampus ends up with 2 on the turnaround. DT. Periodic little jiggle. Doesn't see them cross, but here's it for sure. Catches the first. Rainwaker's MP9 is not enough, and you guys just stack up on the side. Brilliant little crossfire here in brackets. First one found. Seajot actually clears the boost. That is perfect from 9. It doesn't get better when dismantling a brackets crossfire. 3 players sent packing instantly. Fuzi will finish Amper. So down. Kragan. Oh, meets his maker in the form of a Mag 7. Oh God, chaos as they entry into the site. Hampus does take 1, but yeah, that's it. And there's just not going to be a... Faven, big opening kill. This Volt dropped early on B. Red Star's made the wrong call on the rotate. And this is where I think this all starts to fall apart. 500 trying to be a little bit more reactive because Inferno requires you to be. Either you stay really stagnant and you're sort of playing these 50-50s all the time, or you're reacting off of information and calls. Rainmaker's going to boost up. Oh, his crosshair was bang on the money. He just didn't pull the trigger. Hampus on the slow burner. And Rainmaker, once that smoke fades, and he is dead set on where his opponent resides, he will find the kill. Better stuff from 500. Kraken's got a 2v1. I don't fancy his chances with 27 HP. This gets tricky. Peeks out. Takes the contact. Can't find Red Star. Hampus is already on that defuse. It doesn't matter if they win the fight. The insurance policy. Good to see it from the future. Smoke onto the molly. Playing right through. Rainmaker. Oh, fully blinded. Does only end up with the one. Really needs some kind of trade to come out of Circle Vault. And it doesn't. Hampus maybe keeping things possible. Needs to check his hard left and doesn't. Barrel really does. Down, and Rainmaker doesn't want to spam through it. In fact, he's just going to wait for them to walk in. He's expecting a flash to come, and if C-Shot walks through dry, of course, Rainmaker's going to take that with open arms. The problem is that Red Star's fallen on B. It seems like the destination of choice should be this B bomb site, but again, they've still got options. As Rainmaker peeks out, Kraken just really unaware of get this kill, which he should be able to, because he's going to then clear pit. He'll get a freebie onto Cirque. Then there's space round to A. The problem, next couple of seconds, because Fuzi's going to plant, but yeah, this is actually going to have to be a 2v2B retake. This is... It's going to be bang on the money. They don't have a smoke to extinguish it as well, so this could be a problem. Fuzi is just cooking to a crisp. He goes from full health to nothing, and I'm not sure why. Leaves it all down to Fav, and the flashbang is good. They're going to spam through the smoke, but Fav won't play through it. He'll try and line up to deny the defuse. The bullet's connecting, swaps out to the second rifle, and it's the lack of bullet. Sat put. Rouse. Big entry. Insta trade from Volt. Tucked in the corner on the site, but it's not going to pull the B rotations off. I mean, it is a little bit. Hamper starts to work his way around, but Red Star still sat as the anchor. Second Oranges plays the trigger discipline. A little bit messy. Has to expend a few extra bullets, but it's fine. Swaps out to the AK. Gets the nade down. Takes the fight with Crag, and Cirque's there. As Red Star just stays alive for long enough. Does his job beautifully. And for Faven, it's about survival. He's bottom banana. He's mild enough. 1550 on Fav and Rouse with a big opening headshot. Rainmaker drops. Cirque here on the site needs to hold down this line for a few extra seconds as Volt comes to join him, turns the flash. Cirque and Volt double down, leaves it onto Fuzi. He's been alright this map. Trade, that's fine. That's exactly what we'll see. Taps the bomb. Red Star on the angle. It's not actually planted for Fuzi, so he's just going to start slashing. And Red Star too far to the right. Fuzi can't find it. A weird play. Can't quite get that. Cirque, massive shot, blinded in the flames through the smoke. But Kragan returns the favor, treading on each other's toes. Cirque and Hampus let the B site crumble, and Kragan comes in as the bulldozer. Smashes up the place. Final round of the half, so smoke down. He's going to play in front of it. Of course he will. Ollie to go with it. Just trying to delay as long as he can. As Volt drops, Rainmaker knows that his chances are 0. Bomb's already too far gone. You see that AI winner prediction. Probably giving 500 a little more equity than they deserved in that one versus as a team and as an individual. 7-5 though, 9 with the lead. 500 have made the right call on this pistol, running straight in to the vulnerable bomb site. It's Rouse with Julies at his feet. He charges down as Red Star. The first on the chopping block. Rouse actually makes it a double. Weird little micro there. Rouse had juggled his Julies and his USP all the way, so that when he's taking the ranged fight as they come up banana, he wants the USP, and then when he tucks himself into first oranges, he swaps out to the Julies. I've never seen that before, and it's a pretty cool little micro play that doesn't yield the round. It gets him kind of coincidence. Volt. Really thinking that there's one in the apartments. He was very apprehensive to drop down and go for that plant. Eventually he does. His teammates clear it out. Hampus Catching Fuzi on the rotation. Favan's just been lingering his team, I guess. He hasn't really got the drop on anyone, but a weird timing, actually. Yeah, it does have the drop onto Hampus. I'm wrong there. Taps the bomb. Doesn't have a kit, so he's just going to force him back in, see if he can do some extra damage. His teammates have already made the call to pull the plug. They'll fall away. C-shot. Makes it another. Decent bit of damage. Rounds like this is what you want to see. Stuck behind it, C-shot. Tap patient. Oh, he's not going to check car, but he still somehow kills Rouse. I don't know how C-shot's let that happen. Spams through, desperately close to Hampus. Nate's going to go too deep, won't finish him. It's Volt. Yeah, not going to react. Crosshair was too far to the right. They can trade on these kills and maybe get a bit of an advantage. It'd be massive. As soon as they lose Hampus, this is where things start to get complicated. Fevan's taken Cirque, and it leaves it down to Rainwaker. He won't get anything out of there either. So it goes 8-8. I was up close. Siege got big kill. Rainwaker. Oh, monster trades. That might just have got a bit of reserve cash, so I'll be a buy in the next if they don't make this happen. Big shot from Fuzi. Manages to catch it before the smoke blooms. Untradeable. This Kragan's nade will deny the plant. It's a double nade as well, so I don't even think Rainwaker had to be low, but he was. Volt has to go for it again. Just wastes extra time. Spams through the smoke. Successful. Lots of damage onto Kragan. No kill yet. Volt wants to play close. Fuzi. Big shot. Volt will swing off of that contact. Knows there's no time to pull back the AWP bolt. As the flash comes over, Volt's going to peek off the back of it. Big kill and confirms where Favan resides. Flashbang over. Favan taps the bomb. He doesn't have a kit, I don't think. Sometimes the HUD. No, he does have a kit. Okay, HUD's lying to me. Doesn't matter. Volt swings wide and another 1v3 as 500. I mean, a double from Kragan. Wow, this has kind of come out of nowhere for Knight. Crossfire holds up true on the A site and it's his decision. He sprints through the CT spawn. They've managed to find their way through, yet to find a kill eventually. C-shot falls. But a martyrdom as his nade inflicts a fair bit after he's died. It won't be the kill as Hampus gets the bomb down. That'll do it. 10-9. Fuzi, what a shot. That is filth. Goes A and then does actually go A. When he does that, I don't know how you're supposed to play against it. Man advantage, Fuzi. To be the deliverer of that. In fact, make it 3. My God, Fuzi is on something else. Off his rocker, round number 20. We will see Hampus manage to get that bomb planted, but he knows that there's nothing more to come after it. Bolt trying to work behind this smoke. Massive entry. Knows he needs to be the difference maker. Him and Rainwaker have to do the lifting with the rifles. As Hampus drops, Cirque's there for the trade. That's a rifle recovered, and the numbers still in their favor. How are they doing it with the pistols? Time and time again, 500 absolute merchants with the Tech 9s. And as Kraken's been spotted towards short, he no longer has the drop. The element of surprise has been stripped away. C-drop, that's alive. They're spamming for him. Needs to be dead careful. He even takes a little bit more damage from the bombs. So catches him through. Chance to seal the deal. Red Star punishes C-Shot for getting over aggressive. Rouse has to double down. He doesn't. Hampus with the adjustment for both. And just absolute. And the entries are sublime. The combo. Come on, deployed. I think this might be one of those strats out of the Hampus book of calling A and then going A. There's all the utils in place. Flashbang over. Volt's going to try and play through this smoke, I think. Yeah, into the archway. Fuzi holding into the apartments. Volt's found Rouse, but Fuzi returns the favor. C-Shot with a big kill from behind. Cirque needs to trade it. It's a nice flick. The 2v3. Volt butts heads with Fuzi. Do they realize? I think he does. Yeah, there you go. Into the 2v2. Cirque's got the bomb, and they've got the info that... Take some better positions. Cirque with the open plant. You've already got Volt in towards the CT spawn. Cirque's going to take a back step. He's low on health, but he's got the AWP. Someone negates that low HP. Volt's molly's brilliant. It forces Faven forward. He can't go back through it. And even while blinded, catches him through the corner of the wall, leaves it all onto Kragan in the 1v2, finds the trade onto Volt. Cirque with the AWP, doesn't even really need to peek. Kragan's not tapped this bomb yet. He's got no util. Cirque's just going to deploy the nade, try and delay. Kragan knows what's up. Cirque with a jiggle, and Kragan misses his chance. That's it. Game over. Cirque's toyed with him, played it too long, and Kragan won't be there in time. It's going to be 500 with 13 to get this one over the line and take the series into Bytes. A remarkable performance from the new roster who keep this clean sheet.